Okay, this is my watch list for July 7th, 2025. Oh, I didn't even rank everything. So, well, I guess I'll just go through it with you guys. So first things first, I need to rank these real quick. So first things first, I have MBIS. This feels pretty tight right here on the 10 moving average. The volume looks really dead. Linear move up. Had a 58% move in 6 days. Forming this little, has formed this little flag, higher lows, lower highs. Tried to break out, squatted. Now we have an inside day on the lowest volume since, back here. So, think from a risk reward standpoint, it feels pretty good. Over the inside day highs where I would take a shot at it, and which also corresponds with this volume close right here. So that's a top watch. HTZ, if we go to the weekly chart, big beautiful move up, 11 times relative volume, 5 times relative volume, and then it just went sideways. Now it's formed an inside candle, higher lows, lower highs. I mean, really clean weekly setup. As clean as you can get. On the daily chart, again, super linear move up. Over 130% in 4 sessions. Pulled back, really went nowhere. And it's kind of formed this big cup and handle now. Moving averages are aligned. Surf the 20. I tried to buy it this day. I got stopped out. And now it's formed 2 tight candles. Look how dead the volume is. Lowest since this little dip right here. Volume has died out. The candles are tight. I think over this level right here is a good risk to reward standpoint. And I would be willing to take a shot on this. It looks pretty good in my eyes. So that's number 2, I think. Then we have APLD and coin. So APLD, we had a big breakout. 7 times relative volume, 4 times, 5 times, 4 times, 4, 2. So big volume right here. And then we pulled back a little bit more than I would like. I'd rather see like sideways instead of a violent pullback. But regardless, if we go to the weekly chart, again, big volume on the weekly, 11 times, 3 times. And then now we have an inside candle right on that 5 moving average and at this prior resistance level that we broke through. I'm willing to take a shot above it. I mean, look at the volume's dead, lowest since back here. I am willing to take a shot over this 1076. It feels pretty tight to me. Again, higher lows, lower highs. And the only thing, my only complaint with this would be like the velocity of the pullback. 40%. But at the same time, it's also in a hot theme. Cores, iron, coin, which we'll talk about. All of these are running, and then you have Bitcoin itself is trying to break out. So the group is good. Now this is something more. So then now we have coin, and maybe I like coin more than APLD, but I like how it's like, again, linear move up, super linear move up. I bought it back here, 50% move up in like 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions. Pretty solid. And it's just kind of going sideways now. This is, I think it's better action than something like APLD, which is the violent pullback. You still have the big move up, but you're just going sideways. Now, granted, this made a bigger of a move up. 130% opposed to 50%. But I was looking at this setup earlier, and I think this is what you want to see. And this is what Qualamagi would classify as a 5-star setup. So you have your big move up, right? Obviously you have your big move up, your linear move up, and then instead of it pulling back violently, it just goes sideways. See how it's just going sideways? Like, yeah, you're pulling back, but the pullback is very contained. 12%, 15%. Very contained. And then higher lows, lower highs, big breakout, big move up. Again, a little bit more of a violent pullback on this one, but higher lows, lower highs, and then another breakout. And this move wasn't as good as this move. Let's see the pullback on this. This one was about 30%. So they can pull back a little bit more violently, but I think the smoother the less pullback there is, the more sideways, the better. And obviously that's obvious, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. So where would I take this? If you go to the weekly, inside week, super low volume after 2 big weeks of volume. Not as big as I'd like, but pretty big volume. Again, you had all of this, 3 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Big volume. Like, this is really nice volume, and it's just going sideways. I think this can make a move to all-time highs, and I am definitely going to add to my position because I am already long if it breaks out of this high right here. Okay, now we have PRCH. This one is okay. I don't think it's as good as the other two. It's just 2 inside candles. I tried to buy it here, it stopped me out, and it's kind of just been floating higher. It really has never trended though, besides maybe like back here. But it has kind of moved a little bit weird, so I don't know, we'll see. I might try it. EXK, I think this is a really good setup. Silver is setting up really nicely for a breakout. EXK could benefit really well. It's a little bit of a slower name, 4.86 ADR, but I do like the setup. Again, linear, clean move up, just sideways action, higher lows, lower highs, try to break out, squatted, inside candle, and then now maybe you go over and like look at that level. Look at that level. Just such a clean level, it feels like. So I also think this is a good one to try. Look how low the volume is, lowest since this day back here. And it made a 45% move up in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sessions. That's not bad. So again, I think this is a solid idea. I like the sideways. I think it's tightened up. 0% change day. I think it's solid. Next up, HSAI. I'm just stalking this. This thing is really just went sideways. It had the big pullback with then a linear move up and then sideways, small move up, and now it's just been going sideways at these 52-week highs. If it tightened up like another day, I tried to buy it here, it stopped me out. But if it pulled back again and then went, I'd be willing to try it. Again, I mean, look at the weekly on this thing. Beautiful move up, pull back, beautiful move up, sideways, and just tight, right, pretty much below all-time highs. So I think this actually is a underrated and a good chart. The monthly looks ready to rock and roll past 24, 25, past 25. So, or yeah, 24, 25. So I'm watching this one, but I think it looks pretty good. LEU. I mean, again, super clean linear move up. I mean, just look how it trend angle. Can we see this? How many degrees is this? Like a 45-degree angle move up. I know I'm kind of neglecting this, but if you look at it, and if you look at it since it EP'd, right? I mean, look at that. 50. Am I measuring this right? I don't think I am. Info line. Yeah, okay, right here. 52 degrees, right? Like super clean, super clean, super clean. And then now it's just gone sideways. I kind of want to add this to my what was that called? Info line. And then you yeah, again, instead of like pulling back violently, you know, a little 28% pullback, but in the context of it's doubled, right? It's kind of, I mean, you had a small pullback right here and then just higher lows and lower highs, and it's really tight. The volume is dead, the lowest since back here when it EP'd, and it's clean. I think this is a good one to try. You have two levels. I think you have the previous high of day, and I think you also have the weekly inside high as your other key level here, which is this high. And I wonder if that corresponds with anything. Too far to tell, but actually it corresponds with like these previous highs. So anyways, I kind of want to see alright, so yeah, that's on my list as well. Another super clean one. I'm gonna put that above EXK. And then I just wanted to see the trend of coin. What was this? Like 76 degrees. So the closer to 90, the better. But like the higher, the better. Yeah, like 76 is pretty fucking good. At least, oh yeah, Qualmagi, I think Qualmagi said like 45 degrees is like good, but I digress. LMND, this thing is somewhat clean. It made a decent move up here. Wait, I feel like you can also like mess with this though. This isn't actually reliable. Because look, now you can finesse it to 60%. Opposed to when you're measuring it to 26%. So it's not really reliable. It's based on the whatever. Okay, whatever, forget it. But anyways, this made a decent clean move up. This isn't like the best one out of these. Like I think all of these are better, but it has made a nice move up. The volume is dried out, the lowest since back here. It did make a nice move up, and it trended the 5 and the 10. You know, total moves up like 63%. Again, this is really just went sideways. Hasn't really pulled back violently or anything. Tried to break out, squatted, and this thing barely has corrected. It's just went sideways, formed an inside candle. So I think it's tight. Again, right on the 10 moving average. It is a clean setup, I think. Let me know what you guys think. And then you have, I think you have, like, this is a pretty clean level as well. So, I'm watching it. I think it looks decent. I think it looks really decent. I think it looks good, to be honest. I think it looks pretty good. And I would be willing to try some. Next, we have NVTS. So this one is my final one. I took a trade. We'll get into my trades when I'm done, but similar to this, I had SRM after a big move up, and then so this is kind of the same idea. I had this back here, bought it, and sold it up here. And then now it's just kind of pulled back on really light volume. If you look at it, it's pretty, I feel like it's decently controlled for like how fast this was a mover. Only a 34% pullback, but it was like a 40 ADR at one point in time. And it's just, it lost the 20, tight, reclaimed the 20 on super low volume. The volume is the lowest it has been since it gapped up, right? Or since this day right here. Reclaim the 20, inside candle. You know, very clean level. I think it's solid. I do think it's solid. You kind of have higher lows, right? If you look at it like this, something like this, higher lows, and then your flag would be kind of like you know, something like this. You know, I feel like it's a clean setup. I do think it's better than LMND. I think all of these look pretty good. And I feel like I would try all of them. I like all of these, to be honest. Yeah. These one, LEU and above, I like a lot more. But like these three, I still think look pretty good. And then last but probably least, AMD. This made a clean move up, and then now it's just pulled back into this 10 moving average, double inside days. I think it looks okay. I probably wouldn't trade it, but I will stock it. But I don't even, I can't get leverage on it, so it's like I'm not a big fan. If I took, but like let's just say I took let's say I took all these broke out and triggered, and I took every single one, I would be getting risking, let's just say I do 0.25% risk for every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1% right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be risking 2% of my account, taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions. I'd assume I'd be able to get fully invested. But also look, I don't really know how I could ignore this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to ignore, but whatever. Anyways, I digress. Now let's go on my trade tracker. This isn't fully updated. So I took MP. I took serve, which I think was it's not a good trade. It was a bad trade. And then I took SRM, which is the only one that stuck. Probably the best one. Maybe MP was all good. Control C, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Oops. I bought MP, or I'll get into it in a second. Let me just fill it out real quick. 7.3. I should probably make it clear this is 2025, shouldn't I? I don't need to do it for any other one. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Okay, I bought this at 931. Serve at 931. And SRM at 9-4. Oh wait, no I didn't. Oh yes I did. 12-14. Okay. I went 0.25% equity on each. I was stopped on MP and I was stopped on serve. MP red serve red stop loss. So these are the trades I took. I took NP above the inside candle. It was the same idea as AEVA. Did not work. So I took it right above, right as soon as it crossed my level. I took it the 1.35% stop. So from a risk to reward standpoint, I felt like it made sense. ADR was 8.11. It's divisible by 8, so that to me does make sense. Even though it wasn't the best setup in the world, just thought it was decent. 1 minute high, it did take out the 1 minute high. It never did take out the 5 minute high though. 5 minute high. No, and then pre-market high. It did take out the pre-market high. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Then serve. Same idea. It did take out the pre-market high. Did not take out the 5 minute high. This chart was kind of sloppy and the moving averages are like messed up and shit. Alright, but oops, alright, my fault. Alright, so the moving averages, like I mean like it closed below the 20. It wasn't a good trade. It was super mid. Like I understand the thought process, but it was really mid. It was mid, it was mid, it was mid. And then I took SRM. I got stopped pretty much immediately on that. SRM, I just took it through the inside day highs. So oh yeah, wait, my fault. I need to check my stop loss on serve. And you saw, like, I don't know. Yeah, this one. This is higher stop than I thought I got, though. 1.2%. That's pretty good. 1.2% on an 8 ADR, so the risk reward did make sense. SRM. The only trade that I actually got to stick. I bought it literally just through this level. Stop was a little bit wide, 9.74%, so the widest one we got. But the ADR is 30.06, so it is divisible by 3. So it still does make sense. Again, pretty simple. I literally just bought this through the inside day high on an intraday chart. You could see it. You could have actually bought it when I took out 5-minute highs. That would have been a lot better. Your risk reward was a lot better too. But yeah, no confirmation. But went through that level. I mean, you could just see the volume come in as soon as it took out that level. That's where I bought my order. And then, you know, we closed really well. And literally just did not retest the level yet. And we retested right here, but right back up. So we'll see what happens with this one. Big gap up. It's at all-time highs, like biggest volume almost ever, besides back here. But it's got some real volume. The dollar volume looks good. The weekly now, super thin candle. You take out this 873, and you are probably off to the races. Maybe like 9, like this high volumes close. Probably you take out that level, and you're looking at new highs. This is the type of trade that can run a lot if it wants to get going. So that's what I own. So I own QUBT. Bought it right here, and then I panic sold, and then it went higher, and then I bought it twice right here, and I still have my position. So this is working. Takes out this 2174. Could get pretty explosive. At least make back some losses. SRM, we already went over. Coin, I own it from back here. Have half my position left. I'll add back I'll add a new position on Connell, so I don't mess up my coin average. If it takes out this level, my SOXX or SOXL, I have it from back here. I sold half this day, and I still have half my position, and I'm just trailing the 10. Tiger, I bought it this day. I almost got stopped out. Literally 1 cent away. This actually looks pretty good to break out. But it hasn't moved or anything. If it breaks down, I'll cut it. If it takes it out, I'll actually probably add another 0.25% risk to it. It's a pretty clean level too. So, yeah. And then I bought this day, made new highs, but we'll see what Bitcoin does here. Trying to break out. I did sell half into strength on this day. But if it opens below that low, I will add back my position. Or maybe I'll even add a new full position. But so far it looks good, to be honest. It looks good, but we'll see what happens with it. Recent trading feedback, obviously, lots of losses. No locked in green yet. I do have 1, 2, 3 working positions that are green. But we'll see what happens. And then I saw my SOXL, and then these positions right here. So that's all I got. Sorry, this video was pretty long, wasn't it? 30 minutes. The setups are there. I want to say we're extended, but we keep going higher, and the IWM is just now getting going. RSP is almost back at all-time highs. So I don't really know how to feel about that, to be honest. Because we just keep going higher. So, yeah. We just keep going higher, so. Yeah. And their setups. So, I think these setups are pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think they're trash or if there's any that you also like as well. Open to hearing feedback. And yeah, thanks for watching.